Hello, hello! It's time to break down King Caradan's adventure. It's the latest adventure in the game. It just started this morning basically, and we already got all the strategies ready for you guys, so you don't have to miss out on any of the high scores. Going into this particular adventure, I was having very high hopes. On the one hand, my expectations after the last one, Tokon's adventure, were somewhat low, because Tokon doesn't really fit into the, framework that we have established for adventures, where the metagame is all about creating summons on the one hand, attacking opponents from a distance, and not taking damage. Those are all the exact opposites of what Tokon wants to do. And in stark contrast to that, Caradan is again the exact opposite, because Caradan likes to attack from a distance. He creates a summon. He doesn't take damage most of the time because of the summon is stepping in, Sir Tristan. And in that sense, it seemed like he was a perfect fit for the established framework that we have for adventures. And that turned out to be the case, at least as far as I'm aware. But even though my expectations were high, I haven't finished this adventure yet, but I'm close to, and we're going to breaking every little encounter down for you guys. Even though my expectations were somewhat high, they got beat. Some of these encounters in this adventure get the brand new 3-star best designed encounters ever award. Like, honestly, I was blown away with some of these encounters. I thought that they were rewarding you for strategic play in a way that we have like almost never seen before. And I'm going to highlight them. And you should play, you should pay, not play. You should also play Riven Guard, but you should also pay very close attention, because we're going to be doing a giveaway at basically at the end of the breakdown of the adventure. And all you have to do is just let us know what was your favorite encounter. So make some mental notes basically while this whole thing is underway. And then let us know in the chat, and you can enroll in our giveaway of 10 sounding tokens. Good evening. Hey, Ama. Hey, nice to see you. Alright, having said all that, I think it's time to jump right in. So let's switch views into this, and we can basically kick things off right away with common encounter number 1. I'm just going to get my notes ready so I can change this, and then we have an easier time stamping everything at the very end of this live stream. Alright, let me just turn off the music. This is my live feed. This is where we're going to be later, and this is where we are right now. Give us our sad owls back. What? I didn't take anything away from you. I'm okay with sad owls. But Belgaron here. Hello. So let's head right into this, right? Here we go. This is common encounter number 1, and we do have the typical framework. Let's not take any damage. This is a relatively straightforward encounter. You have the complete freedom of choice. You can play whoever you want to play. Very often when I see these lineups, I am going with Queen Akeshu and with Gix, because they're both very good at creating summons and taking out several enemies at the same time. And I think I'm having something like a reputation at this point, because like every time we're breaking down adventures and I'm like, oh, I can play Gix, this is going to be an easy encounter. Or at other encounters, I'm like, oh cool, I can play the Dark Vision heroes, this is going to be easy. And I feel like I was called out at some point in this particular adventure. We're going to get to that. So first encounter, very straightforward, very easy. Just go in with Gix, Queen Akeshu. Very, very easy. Oh, this is Sova. Hello. Common encounter number 2. Very same framework, very same conditions. So we again are not allowed to take any damage. We can again play whoever we want. The only question here is, do we use Snazbang right away or not? And this is going to be like a common theme in this adventure, because it makes sense. Obviously, Snazbang, red unit, has range. So 2 overlaps already with the unit that is being featured. And very often the right decision is not to shoot right away with Snazbang. Now here I'm making a misplay, or like at least a tiny misplay. And we're going to be seeing this later on. In case you guys didn't catch it, the thing is that if you... I need to point this out, because actually we're learning something about Caradan in this adventure. If you have a unit right behind Caradan and he gets hit, he always switches into another spot. I mean, he has to, because he cannot switch to the back, to the spot in the back. And this actually makes a massive difference in one of the best designed encounters in this entire adventure. So whenever you have the choice, leave the unit or leave the spot behind Caradan free, like move Snazbang to the back, for example, because then Caradan will be in the back seat, and that makes it even harder for your opponents to connect with him. That is going to come in and play a role later on. Hey, hello Tributaco. Good morning. No, that's not true. It's like 10 in the evening over here. All right, back to this walkthrough basically. So we saw what Sir Tristan does best. He tanks a lot of damage. And now we have lots and lots of enemies standing in a group. That's where Snowprint comes in, obviously. And then Caradan is playing cleanup. And that's how we get the perfect score in the second one. Sorry I'm late. How's it going? You just missed the first 2 common encounters. You saw nothing yet, basically. Common encounter number 3. Same rules apply. We are again not allowed to take any damage. This seems relatively straightforward. You want to have units that can either handle summons very easily or deal with several enemies at the same time. Dealing with summons, one of the specialties of Bullmon, he just like basically eats them up. So that gives us a good opening. Then we bring in Gix, because Gix is a great unit and he can take out several units. He can also create summons. I think I've said this before. And then after that, we want to do some damage to several enemies at the same time. That's where Queen Akeshu shines. And or, of course, Myvera. So basically, we can just go with all of these AoE effects. Or it's not quite an AoE, but like effects that target several enemy units and deal damage to them. Here I'm wondering why Myvera can't move, but I moved her at the very beginning of this encounter. And then we're basically done with all of the common encounters with perfect scores in all of them. Relatively straightforward so far. It also helps Tristan stay in attack range. That's another good point. Yes, thank you so much. Uncommon encounter number 1, we are forced to play Walled Kingdom Heroes. And this was the first time that I actually needed several attempts. My mistake that I made in this encounter was running forward with King Caradan, staying in the shrub, and then trying to attack or doing something here. And the correct approach is to not attack, or at least not engage with these guys at the top. Let the archers come to you, and you will see how much of a difference this makes. So now we just park Lionette, we really just park her on the healing spot and do some damage with her, and we stay patient. Yes, we only have 2 more turns, but 2 turns is enough. There's like no rush here, and that is the big difference maker in this encounter. You should not like rush and try and attack these archers right away, and that's another thing that you have to do several times in this adventure. And I like this about adventures, when they can like make you learn new things about the game, or like force you to play a little bit differently than you're normally playing. Alright, this is the last turn. We have 4 more enemies, but we still can get the lightning victory, and all of our units are not damaged. This is not the best way of wording this, but it is a way of wording this. So now we can actually bring in Lionette. She can take out 1 guy, and now there's 2 more enemies. One is standing in thorns, and we do have Myvera, and then it's very straightforward, and this is how we get the perfect score in this encounter. That was uncommon encounter number 1. In uncommon encounter number 2, we are being forced to play mages. The easiest condition to fulfill in this entire game, with the exception of maybe playing ranged units. This is also very, very straightforward and easy. Tripcam, Visit Snatch, Olex, LGO. What? I'm not sure if it's that. I don't think that's that trip. Tributaco is not Tributaka, as far as I'm aware. It's we have different trips. It's confusing, but it's true. Alright, you can play mages, so that means you can play Queen Akeshu, and you can also play Ranaklu. This is something I've done I think at least once in every adventure so far, at least if there's a condition that says you are forced to play mages. So now, we are trying to create more summons, because that's always a good idea. And like the 2-in-1 combo is always taking out an enemy when Grandma Bones is nearby, and you're using Queen Akeshu, because then you get a shade and a skeleton. It's like a double deal, basically. It's like the double whopper of Rivengard, so to speak. And then you basically overwhelm the opponents with lots and lots and lots of summons, and that's how you get the lightning victory relatively easily in uncommon encounter number 2. Which takes us to uncommon encounter number 3. And speaking of the devil, I just said it, one of the easiest conditions to fulfill is ranged units. And we can see that here again. We can play Grandma Bones, we can play Queen Akeshu, we can play Gix. All of these are really, really good units. The trick in this encounter, the way to victory, is placing King Caradan on the left side and having him handle this side. That's the way to get through this. I tried it any other way, it didn't work. Like, this is the cheat code. You basically have to move him to the left side, and then he's handling the bridge, and all of your other units can handle the middle of the map. And then it's very easy, or relatively easy at least. You can go forward with Grandma Bones because she can heal herself, even though it's not like a tremendous amount of healing, but she can do some healing. And yeah, again, we can see how I'm very much in business now. There's a Naives, we can take her out. This was not the case when you're not focusing all of your units on one side and you're trying to like spread out a little bit more. We're checking how much damage Queen Akeshu's active is doing, so we can take out at least one of these archers. That is the case. And now we're very much in business. This is a bit of a risky move, because now Caradan is not next to Sir Tristan. If that happens and he gets attacked, Sir Tristan is not jumping in. They need to be adjacent to each other. So keep that in mind. This was a bit of a risk that I took, and I didn't even realize it at the time. So there's definitely better ways to play this, or safer ways of playing this, but it worked out in the end, and that's how we get the perfect score. Alright, this, what is this? What is this? When did Kyle come up with this? He's saying, let's try and go back a little bit. He's saying that we're not allowed to play heroes that are having night vision, which is my favorite combo, Queen Akeshu and Ranaklu. And then on top of that, he's also saying we cannot deploy any heroes that are amphibious, which is Geeks. That felt like a personal attack. That felt like a personal attack. I really felt like this was basically me specifically being called out in the conditions for an encounter in the adventure. I don't know if I should be proud or mad, but I really felt attacked. What's up, nerds? Hey, Nakko, king of the nerds. Hello, hello. So this is rare encounter number 1. And I think this is one of the really good ones. Yes, I like this a lot. I think there's a variety of ways of playing this, but the entire lineup or layout of the map reminded me so much of a past adventure that I felt like we can just play this the same way that we did this last time. So I'm playing Scruffy and Nixie is her name. And the way that we're placing our units is that at least 3 of these enemies are forced to attack on this side, and Scruffy is standing next to the thorns. And that means that it's very easy for him to take them out with his passive. Now this doesn't look all rosy, because we still have to take out a lot of enemies, and one of our guys is severely damaged and he's not standing next to the tree. I have a hilarious outtake video where I was using the active of King Caradan and the tree was attacking. That really felt like basically this sound effect. And I was like, Jesus, really, that just happened? Alright, we're going to the other side with Scruffy to place him next to the tree. This seemed like a good move, but now I'm not convinced. And then we're making this mistake of not placing Nixie next to the tree. And now we have 2 units that are undamaged, damaged, and it's getting so much harder to get the perfect score because we only have 2 more attacks. So I'm thinking about this, and I was about to give up, but I'm like, no, actually we can try this. We can give this a shot. So what you're going to do is you're going to see the power of Nixie. Nixie is one of those very few units, and maybe the only unit in the game that can heal herself and 1 more unit in the same turn. And that's due to her passive. So we're moving her out, she heals herself. Okay, we got only 1 more damaged unit. We can move Caradan onto the flower basically, and suddenly he's also healed. And now we cannot get the lightning victory, or so it seems, because we can move Scruffy to the other side. And if you didn't know, if you're winning on the opponent's turn, you are still getting the lightning victory. And of course the enemy is running to Scruffy because he's a blue warrior and he wants to deal max damage against the green rogue. And this is why this is the first encounter. At least if you're tackling the encounter the way that I did. I think there are other cheesy ways where you can win this, but I really like this approach. If you're going with this approach, this is the first encounter that gets 3 stars in the encounter design department. This was an absolute joy to play through. So this one is basically for the designers of this encounter. That was my first thought on that encounter. Oh, I'm happy I'm not the only one. Hey Kirchhoff, by the way. Hello, dual stream. Why is it dual stream? Oh, we are streaming on Twitch and YouTube. That is correct. I also discovered the tree attack, tree and confirmed. Yeah, very much, very much. Yo, 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 hey, Hungry Dev, hello, thanks for hanging out with us. Alright, that was rare encounter number 1. But wait, there's more. And wait, it gets better, because this one was a lot of fun to play through, in my personal opinion. But there's some other rare encounters that are just like absolutely great. I don't think it's that one. Yeah, that's pretty straightforward if I remember correctly. The MVP in this encounter is Geeks, because he can just walk over water. We can see that very clearly here. He walks over water on this side, takes out these guys on his own, and then whenever you're in the situation, you can either force on some enemies or these frost sorceresses, go for everybody else and ignore the sorceress, because she's just gonna summon one of these golems or whatever their name is. And then Giggs for the second time just walks over water 1, 2, 3 spots, and then he can attack from high ground onto the sorceress. He's a rogue, she's a mage, which means she's dead. So this is a very straightforward encounter. I liked it. But it's not like the other one that we saw before. That was really tricky and very fun to play through, at least in my personal opinion. Alright, this is rare encounter number 3. This is one of the good ones. We need to play red units and they need to be ranged. So, the cheat in this encounter is you start with Caradan and then you're playing Switzerland. You're not attacking, at least not with Snazbang. Yes, my Vera is like the opposite of Switzerland, I agree, but okay. And then you're again retreating. We're going full retreat mode, and then Caradan is the only unit that is engaging with the enemies. Now, Sir Tristan, the poor guy, is tanking some attacks, and now we got Snazbang in the best spot, and he just, bam, goes ham on the enemies, and after that, you can use Caradan for cleanup and very easily win this encounter. You still have my Vera in the back pocket. So this looked very easy, but it took me a couple of attempts. There's a couple of mistakes you can make. One of them is attack with Caradan, with Snazbang before the last turn. Because in case you didn't know, and I learned this, unfortunately, in this encounter, when he's burning and he's standing on a healing tile, he's first healing up and then taking damage from the fire. So that doesn't really work out. So this is the best approach in my opinion. That was rare encounter number 3. Liked it a lot. Not as exciting as the next one. The next one is probably most people's favorite encounter as far as I'm aware. This is like an absolutely great encounter in my personal opinion. Just realized you have it live on YouTube and Twitch. Yes, that's neat. Hope you and the family are good. Enjoy the stream. Thank you so much, Strategy Master. We're doing well. My wife is out. She left the kids to me. She's trying to stop smoking, and every time that happens, she's like, I need a timeout. I need to go somewhere and do some other stuff. So I'm alone with the kids, but they're sleeping, and hopefully I'm not shouting too loud to wake them up. All right, rare encounter number 4. This is my favorite encounter, I think. Sorry, no, it's rare encounter number 5. I'm sorry, it's not this one. Although this one was also a lot of fun, but what can we play? Is it just mages? I think it's mages, right? It's mages. Okay, yeah. If it's mages, it's too easy. There are simply too many good mages in this game, and all of them, or half of them, give you summons. So this is I'm sorry, I was wrong. This is a good one, but also a pretty easy one. If you happen to have Grandma Bones, this is an absolute walk in the park. If you do not have Grandma Bones, it's still relatively easy. There are other good mages that can also create summons. From the top of my head, I can of course think of none. Well, I guess Dora is an option. Meh. Here's a minor misplay. You should first move Grandma Bones within range and then attack and take out an enemy unit, because that means you get another skeleton. One day I'm gonna learn this, but it didn't really matter. Again, this encounter is relatively easy, at least if you have enough of these really good mages. Grandma Bones can very easily make short use of an enemy, even if they are standing in a shrub, because she's just like subtracting, like sucking the life force out of the enemy, and that gives you the win in this. And I think now is the encounter that is going to be very, very tricky. But I'm not gonna like get ahead of myself again. Let's just double check. We have to play red units, and we have to play 5 red units. I think this is the one, yeah? This is the one, yes. This is, without a doubt, one of the best encounters that has ever been designed in any adventure. There's so much finesse going on. There's so much stuff you can do. I love this a lot. So again, 3 stars for the level design. Yeah, this is our 3 stars alarm. This is, honestly, I think this was one of the best encounters I've ever played. If you feel differently, just look the way I'm approaching it. So here I made the misplay of placing Snazbang directly behind Caradan. Then he got attacked. Sir Tristan jumps in, and then after that, Corin flies over here and attacks King Caradan or Sir Tristan, whoever's at the front. And I was like, oh, this worked out last time. Oh, what was different? Oh, I cannot park Snazbang behind King Caradan. So that's already important. That's the first thing you have to keep in mind. All right, there's more. We're placing this cannon here because we're playing very strategically. Then again, it's one of those encounters where you don't rush in on turn number 1. I always enjoy this. So we're now going in very carefully, moving to the front. We're getting somewhat lucky here with the hit by my Vera, and then we can actually play this very defensively. We're moving out on the left side, but we're not going all in, attacking enemies or something like that. We're mostly playing retreat game. We're standing in our position at the top. Enemies are approaching, everybody's battling us, attacking, but we don't even care. We're good. We are good. And then we're moving in with Bussy. We're using his active, doing some damage here, and now we are going in. Now it's time to actually fight back and basically show these enemies what we can do. So this is where Caradan takes out the strongest unit that could otherwise have been attacked by my Vera. So let's quickly go back. Look at that. This guy has 357 health. If my Vera, who chooses random targets, had shot at this guy, her active would have been interrupted. So you first want to take out this guy with the regular attack of King Caradan, and then once he's down, you can move my Vera in. I did use Siad. Currently at the doctor's office with my son with an ear infection. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope the little one will feel better soon. Enter me to lose the drawing. Rare 5 is my favorite. Okay, so Eldrick, let's just quickly do this at the same time because I'm multitasking. Good to hear from an internet stranger. I did you see it. Best wishes to the family, especially your wife if she's quitting. Chat later. Yes, thanks. Kai looking at this and probably played it totally differently. Yes, with Palmo on the left. Well, that's just cheesy. Don't use Palmo. That's way cooler. Look at this. Look at how this level is gonna be broken down by me. It might also be a masterclass in playing this, but it's actually, no, I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. This was masterfully designed by Kyle. We're not taking anything away from him. This is not my accomplishment, this is his. Alright, now we're going with my Varus active. Everybody goes down. Now we're still facing like 5 enemies here, but what we're doing now is something you almost never see. We're using the repair action with 3 range from Snazbang on Bussy. And we're moving Snazbang to the left side. And that's important because all of our pressure is currently on the right side and we only have Caradan on the left side. So now we need to move our units and shift to the other side. How great is this encounter? Jesus Christ, this is a masterclass in level design. I'm not exaggerating. Then we also need to move Cinder to the front because if we have to repair Bussy, we cannot use Snazbang because now we need to use Snazbang for his active because a couple of turns have passed and you can already see how this is going to turn out. It's very obvious what's going to happen. Snazbang is going to go bada boom, exactly that. So we're attacking here with my Vara and I'm not convinced this is the best move, to be honest. Because this field would have been affected by the active of Snazbang. Am I confused or something? Oh, I'm waiting 1 more turn. Yes, we have 2 more turns. Jesus Christ. Yes. Also very like convenient for us that we have so much time. Have to point that out. That's not always the case. And now with our last turn, we can move in with Bussy, take 1 guy out. Then we can think about what my Vara is going to do, but there's no reason to attack like prematurely. We can basically keep my Vara in the back. We need to make space for Snazbang, so Karen moves to the front, and then Snazbang goes again, boom. Everybody goes down, there's 1 enemy remaining. We do have my Vara, and then on top of that we have Sir Tristan. And that's how we end up with the lightning victory and a perfect score. And honestly, I loved this encounter. It took me a couple of attempts, but this was so much fun because every positioning mattered. You really had to shuffle your units around. There was like an obvious enough strategy where you're not like, oh my god, I have no idea how to play this. It was like obvious enough, but still hard to figure out how to move exactly. And this was like just the perfect balance in all of these aspects, in my personal opinion. This is why this is my favorite encounter in this adventure, but if you guys disagree, let me know. That's why we got the chat. I should probably build my Vara one of these days. Yes, I always have to ditch bonus objectives where she's required. She's still stone ranked, yeah. You might want to go for the upcoming adventure featuring a red ranged hero. I think my Vara is pretty cool. This encounter is relatively straightforward. Where are we? We are at Epic 1. This is Epic 1, right? This is Epic 1. Yes, sorry, let me just quickly change this. This is Epic Encounter number 1. This time we need to play ranged heroes and they also happen to be mages, or need to happen to be mages. I tried this with Grandma Bones, didn't really work out because I keep forgetting that legendary units are really bad as epics, more often than not. So I'm going with another unit that happens to be ranged. And there's another advantage. Tim is doing physical damage, which is always good against enemies that don't have physical armor. So now they are all half dead. And then we can use Queen Akeshru. And then after that, we can use King Caradan. And that's how we cheese through this encounter. Not much of a challenge here, pretty straightforward. You also have to finish them on the first turn. You cannot give them any time. So this seemed to be the right approach. Epic Encounter number 2 is another one that, yes, 3 stars. Level design. Jesus Christ, was this encounter a lot of fun. I again had to figure something out. I'm sure there are other ways to make this work. I talked to Kyle and he said that he actually used Lionette and parked her on the healing pad. I think that's cool, but there's nothing cooler. Nothing. They're going for the Wombo combo that is using Snazbang and then Agna. This is simply the shankiest combo in the entire game and I love it. I completely love this combo. I'm obsessed with it. We're getting rid of the fire that would otherwise damage Snazbang. And we are now having a unit with a shield, so they can take some hits, but they're not going to go down. We do have landmines, so the enemies cannot just like rush to the front and attack us. And now we have Agna at the front and Sir Tristan, and our units can attack from a distance and not take any damage. How cool is that? I'm not sure it was intended that way, but it turned out that way. And again, I absolutely love this. I love when this happens. This seems like a happy accident. Alright, so now we are using Agna, just dealing some damage. He's not doing much. He basically did his duty. Yeah, he's done. He did one cool thing, but that's fine. And then after that, this guy, this archer, is actually out of commission because he can only move two spots basically, and then he's always standing next to a unit, so he cannot hit our ranged units. So we need to keep our ranged units in the back, and that's where Myvera comes in. She is supposed to take this guy out. This doesn't quite work out, and now we need to use Snazbang and pray for him to not crit. But you already know, because we do have perfect scores, that this is what's happened. But still, I mean, it's just one enemy, so it's not like super likely that it happens. And in the end, that's how we get there with still the lightning victory and the chankiest combo in the entire game. Agna and Snazbang. I love it. 3 stars, level design, even though it might have been an accident. Let me just quickly catch up with the chat. Use Sprocket and her Kilotron instead of Cinder, but I agree, great level. Yes, okay. It was really cool. I played it differently as well because no Myvera. Instead I had Sprocket behind Bassi. Yeah. There's lots of ways of solving this. This is the other thing that I liked about this level. It didn't seem like there's only one way of playing it. That encounter was nice, relaxing one after the earlier one. Yes. The one with only 3 enemies was very fun. Which one was it? Want to enter that for the drawing. That's Epic 1. You Cheesecake Factory. Lord Nakko says Epic 1. So Eldrick said Rare 5 or Rare 1? I think it was Rare 1. It's Rare 5 is your favorite. Okay, sorry. Let's quickly get this in. My SNAS never crits because I never equipped a weapon. That's how you do it. Yeah, that's the pro move. All right, back to this. Where are we? I keep forgetting. This is the correct direction. Epic number 3. That is where we are. Okay, cool. Epic encounter number 3 requires us to play no heroes that are healers. And the main reason is because we're not allowed to play Nixie trees. Nixie tree would be really good in this encounter, but we cannot play the Nixie tree. So we just need to get some summons on the board so the enemy Penda is not using his Rain of Ice on our units. So we already get 1 summon. But we're gonna make that 3 summons in no time. So here I thought about moving Caradan to the front, but then I thought better of it. I moved him to the side, then moved Naevis to the side, and that meant we get another summon. So now we got 3 summons. You're feeling relatively good about that because here we can see Penda, Rain of Ice, focusing on our summons instead of our units. Now this already looks like Queen Akeshu's active has a very long line of attack. This is an invitation if I've ever seen one. So I'm thinking, okay, let's first try and like damage some of these enemies before we go in with Queen Akeshu. So I'm moving Naevis to the front. I still think this was a good move. Then I take out one guy, and now I wanted to damage this guy with 477, where I'm doing 477. Then I select a unit that is clearly going to kill this guy. Then I do that, and now I'm wondering, what was I thinking? And I'm wondering to this day. I still don't know what I was thinking. Because obviously the Queen Akeshu active is no longer a thing that's going to happen. But we still have a summon on the board. So we're okay, we're not taking any damage. And now we have 5 enemies, we have 5 units. This should be easy. We are turning this into a showcase of what Naevis' active can do. Just quickly take out 3 enemies. And now it's just 2 enemies against 4 of our units. So this is very one-sided in the end. And we can very easily get this done. And this didn't feel like 18 minutes of footage that we just watched, because this was an absolute joy. This adventure absolutely rocks, if you're asking me. I only played 2 encounters yet. One out of those, I guess one is my favorite. So Amma says common encounter number 1. You guys are very cheap. My favorite is always the legendary. I like getting to see the unit at diamond rank. I think I have it figured out, but I'm 3 points short. Excited to see a solution. I don't have a solution yet. Because I didn't tackle it yet. Sign me up for Rare 5 and ask Kyle to add the map in Arena. Kirchhoff says Rare 5. Alright, great. Great, guys. Thank you so much. Alright, so that's basically all the recordings that I had. And that means we now need to switch screens to the live view of my phone. And I am currently... We can actually close this. We can now go to the legendary encounter. You can see I'm 500 points short. And that's the reason why. This is the encounter I didn't play yet, but I do have 4 tickets. I had to go with 2 gem refreshes. Also, Another thing that we need to point out, for the last tournament arena, Snowprint was basically proving that they are a very, very player-friendly company because they increased the number of ads you can watch per day. Now, I thought that this was something that only applies to the tournament arena, and they did point out to the shop. You can actually refresh the deals more often per day by watching more ads. In case you didn't know, I was just like dropping some knowledge here. Depending on the day of the week, there's different offers in the store. Like this offer down here, the Lord Nakko Legendary Badge, or like more specifically a legendary badge, or actually less specifically I guess, is something that happens on Wednesdays. On Wednesdays you can get a legendary badge. On other days, I think Thursdays and Fridays, but I'm not sure, you can get epic badges in the shop. So once you figure that out and you're looking for one particular badge and you want to purchase it with diamonds, just make sure you're basically tuning in on the right day and then watch some ads and you can refresh the deals. And if you're getting lucky, you will find the badge you're looking for. If you're done with Onslaught already. Otherwise, I would recommend playing Honor Your Heroes. May I join? Anyone can join. Anyone who's watching can absolutely join me. Join in. So, Rare 4 for the win is what Thutzenberg says. Okay, Thutzenberg says Rare 4. Wasn't that the easy encounter? My favorite was Rare 1. Okay, Marco Oplo says Rare 1. Thank you. My red units are not strong enough for those later encounters. Okay, that makes sense. I like your solutions though. Mari says Rare 2. Okay, cool. That's a lot. We got lots of different opinions. I like that. Like that a lot. All right, let's head into the legendary encounter. Oh, actually, I can help my guildmates out. Or at least a little bit. Yeah. Beggars. It's not true. They're giving me stuff too. Everybody's actually trying to get the Refs of Wrath at the moment. It turned into an ongoing joke where people are donating Refs of Wrath to only then request Refs of Wrath because they are in such high demand. Alright, legendary encounter. The only thing I know about it is that I can play ranged units. So I'm going to play Queen Akeshru and Giggs. I didn't even look at the encounter yet. We can play up to 5 units and they need to be ranged. Okay, so let's quickly equip our units. Giggs can actually get a better weapon. For example, this. So let's put this on Giggs. That should increase our chances a little bit. Then we can max out the equipment on Queen Akeshru. I think this looks like I was playing dark teams in Guild Raid lately. So Lord Nakko was maxed out in equipment. So let's move all of that stuff over to Queen Akeshru. That's fine. And so we have Giggs, we have Queen Akeshru, who else is ranged? Well, Tim is an option, but Snazbang is like a lot more likely that we're going to play him. So we need another good weapon, and since I just mentioned that I was playing dark teams, let's move the life taker away from here and onto here. Alright, that makes 3 ranged units, and then probably Grandma Bones because I like summons. So this might be a first. For the first time ever, I'm maxing out equipment on Grandma Bones. Because normally Grandma Bones is just there to create summons and nothing else. And then it's just not required to put any good equipment on her. It's all about her passive normally. Alright, so I got 5 ranged units, and depending on the level layout, this could be a really good choice in terms of units. It's always Refs of Wrath, that's true, yeah. It's like an ongoing joke in the guild. We had a conversation about it, I was like, hey, they're very popular. Then Ama said, yeah, I need them as well, who was in the chat. And she was like, but I accidentally donate them. I don't want to give them away, but I constantly accidentally donate them. And then, like 5 minutes later, somebody requested a Ref of Wrath, and you could see it was fulfilled. Someone gave it away, and then the next chat post was by Arma, and she said, for F's sake, and everybody understood what that meant because she accidentally donated another one, and I laughed my ass off. This is like an insider joke when you can only really get it if you play enough Riven Guard, but it was pretty hilarious. Alright, so what do we need to watch out for? Well, obviously we don't want to ignore Aradel for too long because her active can deal a lot of damage to a lot of units, so we need to keep her at bay. And looking at this lineup, there's also a chance we want to keep units at bay with a Servidus, but he is maxed out, so we could be good. Servidus could be an option as well, in my opinion. And Tim. But Tim, we won't play. But I love the fact that Amma was being a good sport about it. Alright, so we can see there's a lot of enemies at the front. If we don't give the enemy enough targets, then normally they won't immediately go for the active of Aradel. And there's a very good chance that we have to be aggressive. We need to come in swinging, so to speak. Otherwise, we're not gonna get the lightning victory. How many turns do we have? 4 turns. Okay, well that seems very forgiving. That seems relatively easy for us. Okay, so I think there's just a couple of things we need to check, and that is how much health do these guys have. There might be... Oh, Panda might be good in this encounter. Panda's just casually gonna be one-shotting enemies because of his passive. I didn't even think of Panda. Okay. Well, second time around, there's a chance we're taking Panda. Also, Bullmon could be good against those Frost Sorceresses, but we got 4 turns, it's fine. Alright, let's see. They have 627 health. The active of Queen Akeshu does more. So that's already going to give us a couple of shades. So that seems like a really good start. So left side is basically taken care of with Queen Akeshu. Okay. And then right side, we want to place you here and then create more summons. Okay, and I would be surprised if that won't get us there. Currently only one of our units, and that is Giggs, is standing in the danger zone. Everybody else is doing super fine. So let's keep Caradan somewhat close, keep Snazbang in the back, and let's see what happens. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. Yeah, okay, we're good. Okay, cool. And now let's just walk over the enemies with all of our summons, right? That's the strategy here. And we got 3 more turns for whatever reason. Jesus Christ, this seems very forgiving. We can do damage to, that's a trap. If we do damage to Aradel right now, she's gonna be doing damage to us. We don't want that. So we're just gonna be carefully placing even more summons on the board. You can go to this side, why not? We don't want to engage. Yeah, we don't want to engage. So let's just keep it to the summons. The summons can handle this. Okay, come on, guys. Yep, yep. Everybody, yep. Yay! Woo! That was relatively easy. That was the wrong sound effect. That's what I'm looking for. Woo! Yeah, so again, we saw another encounter where it is very important to not rush in. Actually take your time, control the enemy, stay a little bit in the back. And then it's relatively easy. We can, of course, try and recreate this. If someone doesn't have all of these units, man, there are definitely other ways. I'm just going to... Let's quickly go over my lineup of units again. Also, we're going to get the final chest here. Cash money. Yeah, that's one what I need in my other stream where I do live web design and I explain to people how to how to make money with web design. Then we need that very often. Alright, that's the final chest. So we got the festival. Another one is under wraps, so to speak. Let's just quickly look over this. Oh, actually, I think if you do not happen to have all of these super powerful units, if you don't have them as legendaries, I think that Nixie can be an absolute... like a really good unit in this encounter, because if you place the tree in the middle, Aradel cannot walk forward and then just do her active and attack all of your units. So Nixie is definitely going to be an option in this encounter as well. Didn't seem like we needed all 5 units. Myvara could be an option because these guys at the front, they looked like they were weak enough. Speaking of Ref of Wrath, by the way, this is where I need them at the moment. So Myvara is also pretty good to take out all of the units at the front. So there's a couple of options that I can see very easily. And like I pointed out, Bullmon also another option that you could use in this encounter. Let's play it one more time, maybe with Nixie, and try and bench Queen Akeshu to make it a bit more approachable for those of us who do not have a level 50 Queen Akeshu. So we're gonna be using Myvara, who's only maxed out at Epic, because I believe she's strong enough. Where is she? Ah, here we go. Because I believe she's strong enough with her active. No, sorry, you. Nope, I want Myvara. Her active is doing 506 to 615, and these guys have... Oh, 627. Okay, so if we go for Myvara, we need to use another unit that can do a lot of damage to several units. So let's try Tim here. Everybody has Giggs. And then we're also playing Nixie. So this should be a more starter-friendly version. Oh, actually, now we don't get any summons. Huh. That's not great. We do need Grandma Bones if we're going for this. I don't like that. Don't like that. Okay, let's try it without a million summons and see if we can do this. Okay, so I would use Tim here at the front. Oh, my Tim is very strong. Good to know that my Tim is that strong. I didn't know. And then obviously we need to now go in with Giggs. That gives us 1 summon. That's not great. And I would now use... Okay, he needs to go to the front. Hopefully Aradel is not using her active. That would be pretty bad for us. Because then we can't get the... Oh, she just casually one-shot Nixie. Okay. Okay, I see. So this encounter is a lot harder if you don't have infinite summons, I guess. Which is not surprising. Let's see. Can we do enough damage to take you out? Yeah, okay. So it's still easy enough, but you need to be super, super careful. As soon as Aradel moves in, you're going to be 1 unit short. So Aradel, absolutely very dangerous unit. You need to watch out for her. But I think that should give you some ideas. If you have any unit that can create summons like a Queen Akeshru or a Grandma Bones, it's a lot easier in my opinion. And you don't have to like run in as much as I did just now. So the secret is Bones -2 weak. Yeah, Grandma Bones is a really underrated unit. She is really, really good. Is it okay if I'm participating in the giveaway? I just have to head out for a bit. Absolutely, not a problem. So that is Caesar. So, anybody else who wants to participate, please let us know in the chat. I'm just looking for this. Here we go. Let us know what your favorite encounter was. Nixie got nixed. That's correct, yeah. Anybody else? So I have 13 people in the live stream chat, according to my app. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So at least 3 more people should cast a vote. I think Kyle is not going to be participating. In with the crowd, rare 5 it is. Alright, that's Rob Thomason says rare 5. Can I say legendary encounter? Absolutely! Borun says legendary encounter. I think it's a cool legendary encounter. No, nothing wrong with it. I just think that rare 5 was super cool. And Epic 2 also. I loved Epic 2 as well. Anybody else? Guys, we do have another minute. We can pass the time by opening chests. Okay, I'm going to be opening all my chests for the festival, and then after that we're going to be doing the prize drawing. Prize drawing, I was just going to pay upcoming. So please enter something in the chat, and then you can also win something, alright? We're just going to be opening a bunch of chests in the meantime, and when I'm done opening chests, that's when you have to have posted something in the chat to be eligible for the prize drawing. Okay, didn't open anything this festival, I basically saved this for a better time. This is it. That was a couple of shards for Salvo, that's pretty good. And then the next one, we are getting shards for Laurels for Monty. Okay, that's cool. I'm good with that. But I'm obviously be looking for an orb or a badge. That would be great. Ideally a badge that I don't have yet, which is going to be a little bit harder. Laurels for Buzz Scruffy. That's also good. Okay. Also, there's a chance I'm unlocking the unit. I don't even know. I didn't take any notes or anything this festival. I don't even know what quest is next. Gigs, yay! Eventually going to need this. This festival I'm not shooting for legendary because it was too stressful last time around. Yeah, that's useful if you ever somehow get a rare unit that is not rare yet and that is purple. I think that's not going to happen to me anymore. Like all the new units I end up with an epic most of the time. Yep. Same here. I don't think I'm gonna need this anytime soon, but maybe at some point we can dust them for gold or something. I'm still hopeful that this is gonna be a feature in the game at some point. That we can just like exchange stuff we don't need for gold. Like if you have, I don't know, 7 batches of one unit and you know I can only use 3 or 4 of them, that would be really cool. Alright, now we're like halfway there. Again, if you want to be participating in the prize drawing and the raffle giveaway. Okay, more of these emblems today. Emblems are in very high demand here. Just post something in the chat. We're at tier 9. This is Laurels for Lionet. Did you end up getting legendary last time? I remember you were right around the top 10 halfway through. I did get a legendary last time, yes. But it was a very expensive thing. Yeah. You need to... Like, now I have a very clear idea of what's required to unlock legendary. I was 8th in the festival, or 7th, something like that. And I needed to use the special offer that was given out at the very end, where when you're like 4 or 5 shots short, I think I was 5 or 6 shots short, you can pay X 100 gems, where X is the number of shots you're missing. So I was like, I think I was 5 shots short and I had to pay 600 gems. So it's 100 plus the number of shots you're missing times 100. Jesus Christ, all of this essential material that I will never need in my life. I think I don't have a unit that is not rare anymore. And this should be Wingtip. Is it? Is it? That's chest number 12. And are we... Oh, 31. That should be enough, right? Are we unlocking the unit? Yay! Okay, so now we can start playing with Wingtip. Okay, that's just cool. Very exciting hero. We do have a preview on this channel. If you didn't check it out yet, make sure to do that. Alright, cool. That's basically it. Did anybody else say something? Rob Thomason, we got you in the chat. And did you end up getting... yeah, Kirchhoff asked about Legendary. Okay, so that's it. That's our prize drawing for today. We're just going to be shuffling the names 3 times. Still the same names. In case you're wondering, your name is still in this list. And then we can go to pick a random name. And for that, I need to go to my sound effects because I can actually time this. So this is it. 10 summoning tokens are going to... Lord Nakko. Oh my god. The master of the Cheesecake Factory, who was complaining about this one encounter earlier, that it's apparently too easy. The person who doesn't build his Myvera and instead focuses on chunky units like a Seat and Cinder, everything that starts with a C or a Z, is winning 10 summoning tokens. Congratulations, Nakko. I know you need them. One of those days they will add a way to trade excess essential materials and we'll all be rich. Yes, yes, that is definitely true. That's definitely true. Thanks, mate. Yeah, you know how to do this whole thing. Get in touch with Kyle, please, on the official Discord, and he's going to, well, he's going to give you the summoning tokens, obviously. All right. I don't really think we got anything else for today, to be honest. There's a chance that I can play 1 match of Hero Arena, but I can't like go all out with Hero Arena matches. I would love to do a Guild Raid live on the stream at some point. One day, guys. We're going to be finding a dragon where we can actually show a strategy without giving too much away. Against the Dark Dragon, unfortunately, that's not going to be happening. I'm so sorry. I missed the announcement. Oh man, Tanny Roden. I asked like several times. If she was called Cybera, she would be White Star already. I believe it. I believe it. I'm quite sure about it. Play some Wingtip. Well, it would be interesting in the Hero Arena, right? Let's just quickly see what we can do with the unit. We can give him some stuff. Yeah, we can't even get him higher than Stone Rank 1. We can equip him with a weapon, though. Brutish Mallet. That weapon last time ended up in different slots every time I was ascending the unit, so... Try that. Try that. Like, my mallet ended up in the ring slot eventually. Somehow. I don't know how. And then I could ascend it and ended up with my Bossy Klonkson. Yeah, I got like nothing of this. Do I even have energy? 24. Okay, there's a chance that we get this. Yep. Okay. Lucky like that. That was here. And now we need this. XP level 2. Oh, I own 32 of them. Okay. Well, that's pretty good. Here we go. Cool. So now we can make the unit much stronger. And build it a little bit. Whoa. Whoa. We're getting out of stone ranks if we keep this up. Okay. The unit is going to be competitive very soon. I'm sure this is going to be Legend League material once we're done with it. Just give me like 2 more minutes and we can easily play this in Legend League and do well. Not again. Not again this Master Brewer's meat. Okay, cool. Thank you, Balmur. Oh, we're getting another one. And what do we have here? Battle 66, okay. 1 left. Didn't happen. Another one. Okay, let's... No. Yes. Okay, cool. We get another one. More gold. It would have been ironic if we got the thing that we needed. That would have been cool. But no, we're missing the Heart of the Minotaur. But that's alright. Now we can go to level 11 quickly. How much damage are we doing? 86 to 107. Okay. Clearly Legend League material. Oof. Do we have a better weapon at least? Okay. Oh my god. Let's see. Where are we? 25th. Okay, that's fine. We can place 25th. And I think I'm actually at the quest where I need to finish playing enemies in the arena. Here we go. Yeah. Just gonna take a screenshot and enter this later into my file. Then I don't have to bore you guys with note keeping, because that's something I do. And this doesn't look great. Well, we can shift to the left side. Let me just see. So Grammar Bones moves 1, 2, 3 and then shoots 1, 2. So these two spots are safe. This spot is safe. This spot is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, no, we have to come out swinging. We have to come out swinging. So we're gonna get rid of my Vara with our very own... What's his name? Snazbang. Oh, he's already on the board. Okay. Then the left side we're going to be handling with Giggs, Grandma Bones, and the last unit is Queen Akeshu, and that means we cannot lose. Yeah. Oh, we wanted to play Wingtip. Oof. Now this feels like I'm basically playing with one hand tied behind my back. You guys do know that this is my week, right? You do know that this is the week where I'm trying to win the Legend League, not like cheese around and stuff. Okay. I know what Nakko is gonna say. He's gonna be saying we should bench Akio, because who needs Akio anyway? Well. Okay, let's play Wingtip. Oh my. Okay, so you wanted to take out my Vara. That worked. And now Tim is probably... Yeah, there's a chance that either Tim or Giggs is gonna be connecting with us. Wingtip, we need to be careful. He's gonna die. If somebody's like if the wind is blowing in the wrong direction, Wingtip is gonna be dying. So let's try this. Okay, let's see. Okay, Tim almost went self-destruct mode. That's very nice of him. So we can take out the dangerous units on the one side. Okay, now we won this. Ah, we should have used Wingtip here. Could have taken out Tim. Oh no, too far away. Too far away. Okay, let's try this. So we're going back and forth to Grandma Bones, dealing damage twice, 3 times. 3 times damage. I mean, obviously, if this unit was like 30% built, this would be great. Okay, and now I think we cannot really lose this. Can we? Are we going for... Yeah, we're going for a shade. Yeah. Okay. And then we're using Arceus active for 1 unit, because that's how you play it. Works like a charm. Alright. Okay, and that gives us almost a level for Wingtip. Almost there. That should give us a festival quest, and then I think I don't have any energy to play it, actually. What do I need to do next? Honestly, I don't know. Which is so refreshing. 25 lightning victories. Yeah, I guess that's gonna happen tomorrow. And 100 blue units. I guess that's also gonna happen tomorrow. This is the chillest I've ever approached any festival. Deal 36k damage with Shun. Actually, we can do this. Defeat 100 blue units. Okay. Let's try and find a level where there's some blue units and we can deal some damage with Shun so we can finish this. Is there a chance to play this? No, I think I'm maxed. Oh, here we go. There's some blue units and a Shun. I don't think we're doing enough damage, but that's alright. Wingtip helped, yeah. I guess it was a vast overstatement, but sure. So we're gonna play Yasmin together with Shun, even though it doesn't make that much sense. And then honestly, I don't think it matters. Oh, Wingtip. Wingtip, of course. Wingtip can go in here. And then we're gonna be playing... I don't think it matters. Here. I like this unit. I like these units. Okay. Let's kill some units. Do some damage. This is pretty cool. Like, he jumps to the front, attacks... What is happening? This unit is relatively fresh. I mean, yes, we did like apply some upgrades, but it's not like we went above and beyond. And it's like casually taking out 2 enemies. That's pretty good. I wish he could do that all the time. So if we're just moving in, we're doing damage. Man, it's like a flying Nimrod. It's crazy. It's crazy. I think this unit is really, really good in PvP. I believe that this unit actually has like a whole lot of potential in PvP. I just put you on the big screen here so my mom looks at me in disbelief like, this is what you do for entertainment. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's true. I guess that's not what everybody's idea. But you're not the only one. There's other people who say they do this for entertainment. Alright. Actually, the prize drawing is done. Let's just put this. Congrats, Lord Nakko. And I don't think he has a space in between. Alright. I think that's it for today. We're going to be keeping it short and sweet because I actually have to go to bed before it's too late. Hope you enjoyed the breakdown. I am going to be adding some timestamps to the entire breakdown, to the walkthroughs, so you can very easily find the disrespect, yeah. So you can very easily find the encounter where you need some help with the strategy, and then very easily finish that one. Congratulations again to Nakko. Thanks everybody for tuning in. And we're going to see each other very soon because there's a very good chance that there's going to be another tournament arena just around the corner. I think this weekend. This is not like official news. This is just me guessing because the last couple of weekends we did have a tournament arena. And then there's a very good chance that I'm going to be streaming that again. Unless I'm out with the kids. Thanks. Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. And yeah, like I said, see you guys very soon. Hopefully on the official Discord. If you haven't done so yet, enter my friend code. It's down there in the video description. That actually helps support this channel. If you got like someone who wants to get into the game and for whatever reason you don't want them to enter your friend code, which would be really awkward, make them enter my friend code. But it would be a bad idea to have them enter your friend code because it should be going to you if you're bringing new players in, because we need more players in this game. This game is amazing. All right, see you soon. Have a good evening. Or good morning if you are in other parts of the world. Bye-bye.